The Old Witch. Many years ago, there were two girls who lived in a little cottage with their mother and father. Times were very hard and their father had no work, so the girls decided to help out by looking for work themselves. One girl wanted to go into service and she left home with her mother's blessing. She went into town looking for a job, but as she was obviously poor and her clothes were in tatters, no one wanted to give her a chance. So the girl decided to head for the countryside instead. She soon came to a place where there was an oven filled with lots of bread baking. The bread said, little girl, take us out, take us out. We've been baking 7 years and no one has come to take us out." So the girl took out the bread, then laid it on the ground and she went on her way. Then she met a cow, and the cow said, little girl, milk me. 7 years have I waited and no one has come to milk me." The girl milked the cow into some nearby pails. She was thirsty, so she drank a little, leaving the rest in the pails by the cow. After walking a little further, she came to an apple tree. It was so laden with fruit that its branches were starting to break under the weight. The tree said, little girl, help me shake my fruit, otherwise my branches may break." And the girl said, "Of course I will, you poor tree." So she shook the branches until all the fruit fell off. She collected the fruit and left it on the ground just underneath the tree. The girl continued on her journey until she came to a house. Now in this house there lived a witch, and this witch was happy to take girls into her house as servants. When the witch heard that the girl had left her home to seek service, she said she would employ her and give her good wages. The witch told the girl what to do. "You must keep the house clean and tidy, sweep the floor and tend the fireplace, but there is one thing you must never do. You must never look up the chimney or something bad will happen to you." So the girl promised to do as she was told. But one morning when the witch was out, she forgot what she'd promised and looked up the chimney. As soon as she did, a great big bag of money fell down the chimney and straight onto her lap. This happened again and again until she had more than enough money to help her family. The girl couldn't believe her good fortune, and in her excitement completely forgot about the witch and that she shouldn't take money that was not hers to take. She quickly started off home, but was soon reminded of the mistake that she'd made, as she could hear the angry witch in the distance. So she ran quickly to the apple tree and cried, apple tree, hide me, so the old witch can't find me. If she does, she'll pick my bones and bury me under the marble stones." So the apple tree hid her. When the witch came up, she said, tree of mine, have you seen a girl with a willy wag and a long-tailed bag who stole my money, all I had?" And the apple tree said, "No, mother, not for 7 years." When the witch went elsewhere to look for the thief, the girl thanked the tree, then took to her heels and ran for home. Just as she got to the cow, she heard the witch coming that way, screeching in anger. So she ran to the cow and cried, Cow, hide me, so the old witch can't find me. If she does, she'll pick my bones and bury me under the marble stones." So the cow hid her. When the old witch came up, she looked about and said to the cow, cow of mine, have you seen a girl with a willy wag and a long-tailed bag who stole my money, all I had?" And the cow said, "No, mother, not for 7 years." When the witch left the cow to hunt for the thief elsewhere, the little girl thanked the cow, then ran off as fast as she could. When she was near the oven, she heard the witch heading that way, so she ran to the oven and cried, Oven, hide me, so the old witch can't find me. If she does, she'll pick my bones and bury me under the marble stones." And the oven said, "I've no room, ask the baker." And the baker hid her behind the oven. When the witch came up, she looked here and there and everywhere, and then she said to the baker, Man of mine, Have you seen a girl with a willy wag and long-tailed bag who stole my money, all I had? The baker said, Why not see for yourself? Look in the oven. The old witch went to look, and the oven said, Why not get in and have a wee look in the furthest corner? So the witch did, and as soon as she was inside, the oven door was shut, and they kept the witch in there for a very long time. The girl thanked both the baker and the oven, then she ran home as fast as she could. When she reached the cottage, her mother and father and sister were happy to see her, and the money she brought meant they could live comfortably for many years. But that is not the end of our tale. Years later, the girl's sister decided she would make her own fortune by following in her footsteps. She set off from home but headed straight for the countryside. When she reached the oven, the bread said, little girl, take us out. 7 years have we been baking, and no one has come to take us out." The sister took one look at the oven and said, "No, thank you. I don't want to burn my fingers." So she carried on until she saw the cow. It said, little girl, milk me, milk me. 7 years have I waited, and no one has come to milk me." But the sister said, "No, I haven't time to milk you. I'm in a hurry." With that, she quickly headed onwards. When she came to the apple tree, it asked for her help to shake the fruit free. "No, I can't. Perhaps another day." And with that, she rushed on until she came to the witch's house. There she got a job cleaning the house and tending the fireplace, as long as she didn't look up the chimney. But history repeated itself, and the sister also forgot what she was told, and one day, when the witch was out, she looked up the chimney. Down fell the bags of money. "Well," she thought, "I'd better be off before the witch gets home," and off she ran. When she got to the apple tree, she heard the witch screeching angrily and cried, apple tree, hide me so the old witch can't find me. If she does, she'll pick my bones and bury me under the marble stones." But the tree did not answer. The sister immediately took to her heels and ran away from the tree. The witch came to the tree and said, tree of mine, have you seen a girl with a willy wag and a long-tailed bag who stole my money, all I had?" The tree said, "Yes, mother, she's gone down that way." So the old witch made haste and caught her. The witch took her money back, then thrashed the sister soundly for stealing. She sent her home just as she was, no richer, but perhaps a little wiser.